So prior to the pandemic, let me ask you this question. Prior to the pandemic, if you were to go to a hospital and you saw, let's just say 20 patients, and those 20 patients, 5 of them had a mask on, which would you say were the most sick of the patients? Right, prior to the pandemic, you didn't wear a mask unless you were crazy sick. You didn't want to get your stuff on anybody, or you had to really. So, also, the other thing you might want to consider, and we need to be on the same page with, is that there may be an inherent risk to the vaccine. Is that okay to kind of say that? I watched the interview the other day, which was really more of just an ass whooping by Robert Kennedy, and he was going after Alan Dershowitz. Anyway, he cited something, and it was Moderna's first vaccine trial. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. But here's what he said. With Moderna's first trial, there was 45 participants. Low dose, medium dose, high dose. Now, who gets to be in these safety trials? You might ask yourself that question. Well, if you're under the age of 18 or over the age of 55, nope, can't happen. If you're pregnant, nope. Ever smoked, ever vape? Nope. Overweight? Nope. Diabetic? Nope. If you have had any medication changes in the last 6 months? Nope. Only people that can be in these trials are super, super healthy people. And still, in the low dose group, there was 6% adverse events. In the high dose group, there was 20% adverse events. Now, that is a first injection on day 1, second injection 28 days later. They're not even following these people yet for long term. They're going to follow them a whole year, right? That's really great. But that's how many adverse events were there. Now, if it's okay with you, maybe we could just speculate a little bit that, let's just call it 10% adverse events at this point. And maybe when they give it to the standard American or the standard person in the world who is, I don't know, overweight, obese, diabetic, smokes cigarettes, vapes, has autoimmune disease, has outside of the age of 18, 55, I guarantee they're going to try to give it to pregnant women. Got to protect your baby, right? So would it be fair to say maybe there's going to be 20% adverse events? And that's just right after the second shot. That's not how many people die and they're going to blame it on something else. That's not how many people have an autoimmune disease 2 years later, cancer diagnosis 3 years later, whatever. Bottom line is when you start giving this vaccine to millions and billions of people, we're going to see some crazy stuff go on. So hopefully it's not you, because it ain't going to be me. So maybe, just maybe, the reason why they're having you wear a mask is because they're socially conditioning you so that you are used to seeing sick people everywhere. They're socially conditioning you so that you're used to seeing a mask as normal. So that if the mask is normal, someone can be super sick and wearing a mask and you just don't even know, right? And because of the ADA and HIPAA guidelines, they can't ask you whether or not you're sick. Same reason why they can't ask you why you're not wearing a mask. So now we have all these people, healthy or sick, I don't know. When they jack up all these people and there's tons of sick people from the vaccine, they don't want them to feel alienated, right? Well, don't worry. Everybody looks like that. Everybody's got a mask on. It's not just you. That's the reason why they want you to wear a mask. It has nothing to do with the spread or the prevention, right? People think that. I was at Fred Meyer the other day, and this 70-plus-year-old guy goes, "Hey, you got to have a mask on." And my first response was, "Oh, I don't need one," because I don't. But then I was like, oh, that didn't come out right. I got over a little bit closer to him and I go, I actually have a health-related condition that prevents me from wearing a mask. And this old guy goes, "Oh, bullshit! Health-related condition, my ass!" And he runs off. Literally, old guy trotting down the aisle like I'm spitting venom at him. I realized that this poor old man, he grew up in an era where you just believe the media. He grew up in an era where the media actually told the truth, and so he believes everything he sees, and he's scared to death about this. And I feel bad for him. I feel bad for everybody that's scared about something that has a 0.26% kill rate, and it's only people that have comorbidities that are super sick. That's something we're going to discuss in the immune system webinar. If you haven't signed up for the webinar, it's coming. It's going to be on August 10th. So click on the link that's up there. Sign up for the email list because I'm going to send out an email to let you guys know about the webinar. I'm going to go into exactly how to address things like C19. Can't say I'm going to talk about, treatment or prevention. That would be against the narrative. Going to talk about how to help your immune system as well. So sign up for that. Check it out. But ultimately, the reason why you're wearing a mask is so that you're ready for everybody to be sick. It's the real reason. I'll see you around.